that was chapter 21. That was the Fury of Braxis. What comes next after, I wonder? Well, let's find out. Oh, hold up. I like the title here, Heirlooms of Divinity. Divinity, sorry.
Just as we are to settle the war against Zentir, we stumble ourselves into an invasion against war-born barbarians. Had I not taken it all in stride, I could see myself attempting to put quite a distance from all this. My grievances aside, Adin and the Queen are understandably cautious of the situation at hand. Both Astrike and Umran lie fairly close to the coastlines, so a foe known for its naval prowess cannot fare well for their citizens. That is not even to mention that we sorely lack information on the scope of this invasion or its goals. With that in mind, our recent skirmish with the Braxians had given me an idea. Despite its fitting barbaric simplicity, I surmise that it'll not be easy. We've had ample time to rest and dwell on how best to handle the challenge in front of us. Bacon, have you any suggestions? Your Majesty, I believe my opinion is the same as that of the Lord Governor. Our army should return to Ostrike and shore up defenses on the coast. Any more campaigning would harm not only their morale, but the people's faith in you. I see. It would be best to return home, I suppose.
If you have something else, Bacon, please do not refrain from speaking your mind. Doing so will only confuse you later.
Well, something is on my mind.
What's that?
That the Braxians broke the moment their leader was out of the picture, correct?
Yeah, they turned tail or started beating each other trying to take the top spot. Ho 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 ho! Ha 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 ha! So that is why you remained silent. Bold and quite foolish, a far cry from your usual demeanor. What's he on about, Bacon?
From near all our encounters, these Braxians are unruly ruffians who are less led and more prodded in a direction by force of arms and will. If left alone, they revert to infighting or simple looting. So if this principle held true for their entire horde...
You can't be serious. That's your alternative plan? Just find the head honcho and kill him?
If I were to put it in crass terms, then yes, that's all it is. However, I would leave it to a smaller band of elites, rather than the whole army, to minimize risk and maximize results.
If it is any further grace to this plan, my warriors and I would also be willing to take part in this adventure. We could use the ships the Braxians were unable to sail out of port under cover of night. And if we were talking about a group capable of acting independently, I guess myself and other members of my company would fit that role. I've been doing that for years till now.
Again, this decision is up to you, Your Majesty. My opinion is the same as before. I have merely given an option. In that case, General Algimus, assemble everyone you would think both capable and idiotic enough to embark on this journey. I shall inform the Lord Governor of our decision.
As you wish. Wow. It's a plan that people think are stupid. Wow, okay, this is the first time we've actually had a plan from Bacon that everyone thought was silly and stupid. What a mess. Bacon, I blame you for this.
The alternatives are not much better. If we are the ones handling it, we will at least know whether or not we can succeed or have to withdraw. I'm quite looking forward to this. My men and I shall prepare the ships. Have fun gathering our fellow fools. It certainly has been a while since we last boarded the ship.
Maybe Ernst will find himself another admirer on the way there. Don't even joke. All I can hope for is that this isn't our last boat ride.
I cannot say I'm feeling completely enthused about our situation, but I do know that it will be quite a test of our skills.
I've finally been acknowledged by Bacon. I've finally been acknowledged by Bacon. I'm touched to tears. Maybe Queenie will ask us to do something reasonable next. Speaking of, you saw her off, right, Al? I did. Something was off, though. Seemed more fidgety than usual. Might just be nerves getting to me, though. Oh, hello. Is that Nicholas? Yep. So this is where we say our farewells for now. I wish the gods favor upon you, my friends. This is by far the most insane gambit I have witnessed in ages. It was good fighting with you, Nicholas. You're odd for a noble, but you're a good man. And you are more the noble than some of those that I know. Haha, this is a good thing, of course. Excuse me, what of the people of Agates?
It would be best if you surrendered, but let Bervinnia handle the negotiations.
Surrender? Is that all we can do?
Forgive me for saying, but you are lucky to still have a city. This is your best chance for survival.
Come, friends, we are just about ready to set sail. And let's make our final preparations and get to it.
22nd of Yasur. After successfully leaving Agatus, we discussed our course of action. Adin's forces would search for Jorman, while Algemus and our forces would attempt to procure Zentirum's sacred treasures, weapons used by the First Emperor. When it comes to brash missions such as this, I reasoned that we could use all the extra power we could get our hands on. Due to poor winds, we were delayed for about a day, where we discovered the Queen had stowed away on the ship. This was followed by an uncharacteristic scolding by the generals. He relented at Sir Erwin's behest, but I understand his frustration. It has been 4 days since we made landfall, and we now arrive at the tomb said to house weapons that hold divine properties.
Wait, so basically, Clara was supposed to get left behind, and somehow she snuck into the ship. Okay, so basically everyone's acting not very mature and not very rational here. 10 out of 10. I love this ROM hack. I love these little details.
The architecture here is quite the marvel. I can scarcely believe this building is hundreds of years old. You would expect as much for one of Zentirum's holiest sites. This is the burial place of their first
Interruption, always. Hey, admiring this building is good and all, but do we even know how to get what we came for?
I am not sure of the exact mechanism myself, but we need to open the main altar and then use the eye to reach the inner tomb. There should be a pedestal for it somewhere near the altar.
In any case, let's set up some sentries. Wouldn't want to get caught with our pants down while we're caught. So old O'Brien figure it out yet? Ah, not yet. The dog's scritching his head, trying to get that big door open without it knocking over. Fat waste of time, that. I say we just get Bowie to smash it down. We got company, boys! Up and at 'em! If they're here, that means these weapons might be worth it after all. Let's make this clean, everyone! Oh my god, I'm kind of thrown off my own voice acting game. Holy crap. I feel like I'm not matching the tone like I should. But anyway, that's battle prep. Or rather, that's our chapter. Basically open these chests. And now everybody's got silver weapons. Ooh boy! Look at that. Nosferatu air caliber, silver weapons. Shit, they got silver longbows. Shit, they've got armor slayers and killing edges. Alright, we're gonna have to bring our, like, mega A game here. Okay, so Robert's still gonna be left behind here. Okay, we're gonna sit out. Honestly, I think Eliana and Cynthia can still stay. Yeah, you know what? Let's let Erilyn stay. Also, I have half a mind to bench Katarina for this particular map. And also Elaine. But then again, we'd basically lose our best staff user. If that was the case. Okay, now Rorik gets to use the short axe. Yeah, I think everybody else though. Okay, Al takes the short axe. Okay, hand axe still requires a D. So we'll just take that. Yeah, we really need to get his axe levels up. Just so he can wield hand axes. If we can get it. If we can get to that point, then we'll honestly be good. For now, let's take one hand axe, even though we can't use it. Actually, you know what? Let's sell this iron axe. Okay, I think we can pretty much bench Lani at least for this chapter. Or maybe not. Okay, we're gonna bench Katarina and Elaine to make way for Cynthia and Eliana. Also, is there anyone else we can bench or at least sit down, sit for a moment? Honestly, I'm thinking Erilyn and then just put Lani in. Okay, so how are we gonna split this? Oh, there is one thing. I would like Beatrice to hold a heal. Okay, we'll decide on the energy ring and the body ring later. For now, I think we pretty much have all the... Yeah, I think we have everything we need. Actually, you know what? No. Take the killer lance. Okay. Now to see our formations. So... there actually aren't any flying units in here. So I don't think we'll need the air caliber. In that case... Hellfire would be good. Alright, so... how are we gonna split this? So there are 4, 6, 7, 10, 15 enemies in here. And here you got 4, 7, 12, 50. Okay, so it's an even split. But this one, yeah, honestly, it's just an even split both ways. So, in that case, I'm gonna assemble Cynthia, Eliana, Lani, Bolslav here. And then we're also gonna put Algemus and Clara there. And here we're gonna have Bacon. Actually, you know what? Let's put me in there too. And then over here... Actually, no, let's put Celia in there, yeah. In here we have Rorik, Fosky, Nilda, Waylon, Beatrice, and myself. Yeah, I think that works. Let's put Fosky up front. Okay, I think this is fine. Although I do want to save some more stuff in my inventory, so alright, I think we're ready. So let's begin the last chapter of this stream right now. Okay, it's a Siege Throne chapter. We'll make the most of it. So first, let's move up the left side. So Silver Axe and Silver Bow. I mean, that's literally just... Okay, bro does 30 damage on a silver sword. Okay, well, Beatrice just erases him. Alright, off to a good start already. Although, yeah. Okay, why? Alright, that is honestly just weird stuff. But sure. Okay, so we're gonna have to make sure. We're just gonna have to make sure Fosky's HP gets topped up, which I can do no problem. But first, Nilda gets the lance, and hopefully she gains strength, HP, and luck. Whatever. At this point, I'll take anything. You know what? She's bound to have those bad levels. I'd rather not pay too much attention if I can. In this case, also, we really need to level up Fosky's axe level. Even just D would be great, because then he'd be able to wield steel axes and, more importantly, hand axes. Alright, and then on this side... Okay, actually... Oh, I know what to do. Hellfire to the Hellfire to the Swordmaster, and then let Cynthia have this. Yun, naabutan pa kita. Good morning to you, Collie. I know. So nice to see you. And also, yes, good morning to you. You made it. What's up? What's up? How are things? We're just doing standard Fire Emblem ship. Oh my god, my 1% crit. Please kill me. If this actually hits, just kill me. Okay, hindi pa. It's okay. Have to finish backlogs before the weekends. So you're basically gonna use this weekend to finish your backlogs. I mean, commendable, really. Good stuff. Well, I hope you get to finish them. I hope you get to finish them. We have like a bunch of things to do on the weekend as well. Hopefully we get through all of them. Ooh, okay. Alright. Again, I think Nilda's being carried by the fact that, you know, that she gets like 15% extra crit. As you can see. As you can see there. So yes, well, I'm just struggling because for some reason rendering slower than when I had my old internet files when I have the more powerful 9700X. Did you ever like figure out why that was the case, or wait, anong ginagamit mo pala? Which editing software do you use? Like, do you use Premiere Pro ba? Or Resolve? Okay. Celia laps in the face of magic, and then laps at the face of magic, and then throws a happiness arrow. Premiere. Okay, that's weird. And you know what? Look, speaking of just AMD processors in general, there's just been weird behavior all around. Kasi ngayon, I have a 5700X 3D, and I think I think this might be just this might actually be problems with the update. Pero basically, when I updated to version 20, when I did like an update for DaVinci Resolve, I actually ended up crashing a lot while doing renders. Never got to figure out why, but I have a feeling it was because of some sort of update fucking it up. And I thought maybe may kinalaman din yung the fact that I switched to a 9070X to do GPU rendering, but haven't been able to figure that out. Hopefully you do get to figure that out. Alright, HP and skill. I'll take it. Ooh, the more I get to use the axes, the better. I know AMD GPUs have a hit or miss relationship with AMD, or you mean Adobe products, which yeah, you're right. And also, syempre, sorry, I just woke up. Nah, it's fine. You're good. You're good. I mean, I'm almost at that stage where I'm really sleepy. Not quite, but almost. I'm being propped up by Misha's lemon coffee. By the way, speaking of which, I did actually order lemon coffee from Misha, or Mixu, depending on how Filipino you want to pronounce it. Mixu, Mixue, or Misha. We ordered a bunch of stuff, and they had this lemon coffee thing, and I think it was really good. And I am once again here to say that coffee and citrus or any tropical fruits are actually make for a good combo. I've had, kasi I went to a cafe dati, so when I went to Kalibo, we were in a cafe that served orange coffee. That was tasty. I remember having the Manila blend sa what was that? Yardstick in MOA, which is basically coffee with pineapple slush. Again, really interesting and good. I've grown to like it. And then now we have orange coffee. We now have lemon coffee sa Misha. Damn, that's good. And Himmel is being weird again. Never mind that. If you ever heard any crash boom bang, it's just Kimmel being weird. I had orange espresso in MOA, forgot the shop. It tastes weird in a good way. Yeah. It's kind of the same experience I had when I had the Manila blend sa Yardstick. It was like, so you get coffee and pineapple slush, right? So I take a sip of it and I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. And then I take a sip of it again and I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. And I think I repeated that all the way until I finished that entire coffee cup. Like all the while I was just like, wow, that's interesting. That's so weird, but also that's not bad. That's interesting. That's interesting. And then hanggang sa natapos. And to this date, that's kind of why I've always been an advocate of like tropical or citrus fruits in coffee. It's like it's not just interesting, it's legitimately good. At least for me. Okay. If Lani can move up to steel swords, that would really, really help with damage. That would really help with like her overall damage output. Also, thankfully, we're done with ads. Yippee! I'd try the lemon coffee if I have a chance. Yeah, please do. I think you might like it. I did. Kasi the lemon isn't even that in your face. Pero it's kind of like you just blend the lemonade ni Misha tsaka yung ano. It's just like blending Misha's lemonade and coffee in a good way. Speaking of AMD, I tried disabling the IGP of the 9700X. I don't see that big of a change on rendering times, and it's weird not seeing full utilization of the 3060. I have to summon with an AMD CPU and NVIDIA GPU for this. I wish I could help, because I used to have a 3070, so I was that guy, but also at the same time, I've never really used Premiere Pro. I am a DaVinci Resolve girly. I am a DaVinci Resolve baby. Wait, I just realized. It's okay, thank you. Oh, is he gonna double me? No, he's not gonna get the chance. Okay, so no chance to double Cynthia because she just crits. 10 out of 10. Boom. Is there, okay, does anyone in here have a chest key? I forgot about the chest key. Oh, shit. I forgot about the chest key. Okay, you know what? Waylon's gonna be out of commission for a while. He needs to fly over to, he's gonna have to fly over to Al in order to get the chest key. I forgot about that. Damn. Well, hopefully you get that. Hopefully you get that sorted out. Like, malaki ba yung ano? Malaki ba yung difference nung render speeds mo? Like, is it big enough na? Is it big enough to be like noticeable? Imagine I just render a 480p draft for my client. Like, mga 15 minutes lang yun dun sa old up. Now it's like 20 minutes or so. It's so stupid. Yeah. And you, like, and ano pa, no, you can't even figure out why it's doing that. It just seems to do that. I can't figure out why it's doing this. But it is doing this. However, this is less stupid. This is less stupid. The crit... Yeah, it just seems to do that shit. No, there's no one talking about it that often on Reddit. Yeah, I mean, at least on my end, like, I've noticed that a lot of people have been talking about DaVinci Resolve, well, and its AMD related crashes, so I'm happy about that, but no one's actually found a solution. So, you know, and I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have just updated willy-nilly. And I think part of it is that I have this instinct to just update everything to the latest versions, even though sometimes it's the cause of my problems. What do you got? Steel axe. Okay, silver axe, silver lance, silver bow. So in this case, so I can't get a definite answer. Yeah, that's the problem. That is a problem. I updated the latest version of Premiere and Media Encoder. It got better, but it's not something that feels really better editing-wise. Updated. Updated my foot. Mapapa-updated my ass ka na lang talaga eh. Why even pay? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I suspected as much. Although 32% hit rate is still really scary. Oh, hello there, Taru. Welcome in, welcome in. My OS drive can now breathe, finally. Why? What happened? Ooh! He has dodged the 54. I'm happy. Dodged the 30. Also happy about that. Alright. They're still bringing in more people. They're still bringing in more of the cavalry. Okay, so we're basically gonna have a hold-down, throwdown here. I probably should have just let him shoot straight here, go straight here. I guess it's fine. Who do we have? Silver plate. So my old one, remember the 2TB SSD I ordered? Not really. Came a couple days ago and transferred all my games, so it's my official game drive. So my old game drive has been formatted and cloned in your OS drive, and Towerbo removed the 256 gig OS drive. Congrats! Congrats! I mean, it kind of ended up being the same for me, right? Paano ba? I went from a 250 gig Samsung 860 EVO. Now my boot drive is a Kingston KC3000. That's 1TB. There's 800 gigs of free space on it, and I have no idea what I even want to put in it. But I sure don't want to fill it up. Also, hi Mono. What's up? What's up? 7-hour stream, I know. Rare. Pero kasi weekend eh. Magagawa natin. I hate that storage prices are going up as well. Yeah. Like, ang daming nadamay sa ang daming nadamay sa RAM price hike. Everything involving RAM and storage just went up. RAM prices went up, storage prices went up, GPU prices are gonna go up because they also need the DRAM. It's fucked and I hate it. And I kinda wish, and you know, I'm always gonna be on the lookout for like... And also, just when I was thinking of maybe upgrading to to an M.2 drive as like my secondary, as my game drive. Only thinking about it. But it's really expensive now, so like, yeah, maybe I'll just like deal with it. The good thing is now that my OS drive is 1TB, I don't have to worry about lacking space for needed programs for editing and updating necessary drivers. Yeah. And also, the C drive also contains things like your application data and possibly save files, screenshots if you pretty much put your Steam screenshots in there. There's a lot of user data stored for your programs that'll probably fill that thing up and you won't even know what it is. So, you know, having that extra insurance is really helpful. Not going to fucking try once I return to Baldur's Gate 3 modding. Yeah, Also, how are you, Mono? How are you? Welcome in. How is everybody actually? How is everybody here? Hopefully things have been good. Okay, so how we can deal with this? We ask important questions. That's the first thing. Since Baldur's Gate relies to an app data and so far so good about to sign up for my 4-wheel drive classes later after work. Wait, 4-wheel are you talking about 4WD classes? Are you talking about like driving school? Or driving lessons in general? Driving school so I can have a B class on my license. So basically you are allowing you to drive automatics. Drifting. It's much easier to four-wheel drive. It's much easier to four-wheel drift if you're on like loose surfaces. AKA, if you want to be a rally car driver or some shit. There you go. Oh, okay. Fancy. Not really need. He didn't really need a crit, but that was fancy. Sure. Thanks. Awesome. Cool. Maybe. Great. Great. All right. Next up. So we're gonna put him here. I'm thinking maybe an allspice or a short axe would actually work. Okay, no, let's use the allpiece. I want to watch Group B again, more so Group A. Shit. Well, actually, oo. Group A was probably the best period as far as rallying goes, if not Group B. Yung the Group A regulations that were in the mid-90s with like the Delta Integrale, then later on the Impreza, the Lancer, even the Seat Leon I think was there, the 206. But what I want to start on Le Mans though. Oh shit! You should. Ngayon, it's a really good time to get into the WEC. Like if you're talking about getting into the Le Mans Endurance Series, now is a good time to be a WEC fan. Now is a great time to be a Wecker. So much fun. F1, I just know maps because of the theme song. You know, I'm more surprised about... okay, here's the thing. Like, this is a pleasant surprise, by the way. I am pleasantly surprised to see somebody who is familiar with racing and motorsports but did not start off on F1. Like, the moment alam mo yung the moment that you mentioned Group A, Group B regulations, I was like, oh my god, neurons activated. Shit, let's go. Thank you for being one of the rally girlies. Actually, ako naman, as far as like rallies go, I'm trying to get into rally games in general. Actually, I just installed Colin McRae Rally 2.0 nung kanina, like a few hours before stream. I actually installed Colin McRae Rally 2.0, so we're gonna stream that sa weekend. And then like I have this entire timeline of, oh my good god, that 4% crit. Oh, that's better. Okay. May the best archer win. My archer won. I'm trying to get into like more rally games in general, so I already have like this progression system. Like we start off with the super arcadey stuff like Colin McRae Rally, then we move on to Dirt 2, Dirt 3, then later on Dirt Rally 2.0, and then Richard Burns Rally, and then a Santa Corsa Rally. And then maybe some other rally games between that. Also tried out the new Arknights Enfield. Had a jaw drop moment when I did my first 10 pull. Immediately got a 6-star operator. So like, what's the difference between Enfield and, you know, standard Arknights? Is it that Enfield is more like, it plays more like Genshin and Wuwa, and Arknights just plays like a turn-based strategy game? Because I have seen my friend play Arknights and I know it's a turn-based strategy. Oh, it's tower defense. Alright. Not gonna lie, I wasn't that invested in Rally, but seeing lots of clips made me interested. Did one of those clips happen to be, Samuel, you are breaking the car! Because if yes, then based. Triple caution, stay center! Actually, no one else can use the nodule ring. Maybe we'll just give it to Wayland for now. Okay, so tama nga yung hula ko. Basically, Enfield is more Wuwa Genshin within the Arknights universe, but Arknights is the turn-based strategy. Wait. Oh, crap. I forgot to get the chest key. I haven't seen that one. Only those who drive crazy. Well, I've got a good diversion for you and for everyone. Alright, we're gonna pause for a bit. Back to the firing and the embleming. Pero yeah, that is really funny, I know. Okay, well, I fucked up this turn, so...
Water in the fire! Why? Water in the fire! Why?
I'll get to that in a bit, don't worry. Okay. Alright, that should level Clara up. Now she's 13. There we go. Magic skill, speed, and def. Wow, 22 speed. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then Cynthia can spear her like that. So Cynthia levels up. Let's see what she gets. HP, skill, and defense. She's still kind of middle of the road for me, but not like irredeemable or anything. Alright. Ooh, okay. Alright, I dig the crit. Also, thank you. I will go stretch now. I'll go get something to drink in a bit. But no worries, we'll be fine. No shit. But yeah, you know what? You're right though. Group A regs are the best. Group B and Group A are the best. Pero just in general, I actually dig Group A just a little bit more. You know, I hope I get to try, I hope I actually get to try a lot more rally games kasi yun talaga yung yun na lang yung kulang ko sa yun na lang yung kulang ko sa as far as like my sim racing arsenal is actually getting into it with rallies. Also, if you want to get into Le Mans, honestly, I have a guide for you. Again, now is a good time to be part of the WEC, the World Endurance Championship, and the 24 Hours of Le Mans is actually a part of that championship. But it is one of those marquee events talaga. God, I love that race. I love endurance racing too. I love how the prototypes look. I love the hypercar regs. I love that she gains speed, luck, defense, and rest. Because there's really literally nothing else to gain anymore. Look at that! She can max out at 29 speed. We're actually going to get, if nothing else, we're going to get once more an overpowered sealer. Do I still play Wangan? Not really. No. But I think I remember the last time when I went to my old place, I did actually get to play a bit of it. So yes, but not as often as I used to. I just play because I want to see my Evo 8. I carry the data from maximum tune 2 all the way to the current one. I'm impressed that you managed to carry it for that long. Kasi I never got to import my 3DX, or I never got to carry my 3DX plus data to 4. Kasi I I skipped it. I think by the time I was back to playing Wangan Midnight, it was already at 6 or 6RR. So I went from like 3DX, watching people play 4, 5, 5DX, and now it's 6RR. Ay, hindi, 5DX pala. I actually went through 5DX, 5DX Plus, and then later on 6RR. Pero I skipped like, wow, okay. I skipped a lot of steps, so I never got to carry it. I still have my original 2 cards. Ooh, wait, I'm so glad you got to keep them. I lost mine eh. Sayang, I mained pa naman. I was very, very proud of the fact that I mained like an uncommon car. I mained the Subaru SVX. I still do actually. That thing is a freaking... I was sad because I wasn't able to import the STI. Yung WRX, the Impreza. Oh, kasi I like to do I like to do oddball cars, or at least I like to do like non-meta stuff. So all of my cars... Yeah, I think all of my cars except one are like non-meta. As far as I remember, non-meta sila. I think if I remember correctly in sa save data ko, I had an SVX. I have a Lamborghini Miura that I got from like from the Wangan Terminal stuff. Tapos I also got a Z34 again because of the terminal stuff. I was also working my way to get a Z32. And also, I was able to get, I'm also working on a Viper and a 190E. Oh, and a BMW M1. Puro mga oddball. I have the rare 6-speed Miata there that my friend gave me. Is it like the, are you talking about like the first generation Miata? It might be, yeah. It might actually be the you might actually be talking about the NA Miata, which is cool. I like that. For some reason, it drives the same as my Evo. I really like it in game. I mean, fair, really. I mean, that's fair. Okay, that takes care of that. Takes care of that warrior. And this will take care of the general. Alright, now can you get strength, please? Fuck. Whatever. If all else fails, I'll just give her a second energy ring. Not gonna lie, for turn-based games, I really like Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh dude, FF Tactics is great. I've only ever played the Game Boy Advance version of FF Tactics, but like, I have always wanted to try out to play the classic PS1 Tactics. It's like, I've watched my brothers play it. I was super interested in it. I just never got into it. But I did get into the one on the Game Boy Advance. Sila March? You're talking about March. March. See you, Marsha Rajuju. But yeah, I'm aware. I've played that. I think I think I beat it once. I think that, yeah, I think I managed to beat it once. Very happy about that. Not gonna lie, the post story sucks. Yeah, okay, I agree. And to that extent, I agree. Ooh, okay. I have yet to finish the DS1, yung kay ano, yung sila Luso. Of course, she gets the strength growth that Nilda never got. Okay, so I'm definitely giving the energy ring to Nilda. Definitely giving the definitely giving the energy ring to Nilda for this. The Mao miss. I love the misses in here. Oh, I don't like the, oh, I forgot about the silver longbow guy. I think I'm screwed. I'm just gonna save. I probably should have put Celia in there or Bold Slam. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Ow! You heard about the Marvel Rivals drama? Like, it's all, ang daming ano, like, I've heard of it, but like, I don't keep track of it. Like, genuinely, I only know of it because it always appears on my feed, but like, I know jack shit about it. All I know is what? Apparently, may parang ano, they basically lost out on prize money for some shit kasi ayaw mag ano. Because there was this one guy who wanted to win, but they wouldn't let him win. Because they were there for the vibes daw, some shit like that. I don't know. It's a bit hard to ano. It's a bit hard to know. It's a bit hard to know. Kasi I'm usually not that interested. They are playing for the vibes. Yun nga. I've heard of that. I mean, I have my own opinions on regarding playing for fun and playing competitively, but like, I don't think that's the place right now for me to say. Pero nadamay na naman yung mga play for fun people like me. I mean, I'm not going into like what, multiplayer games to play ranked and then say I'm having fun and then I'm just griefing. No. I still play to win, but like also I just go with casuals because I'm super casual, but that's neither near or there. Anyway, the bloody door's still up. What's taking O'Brien so long? We're wasting the warlord's time. Uh-oh, we got reinforcements. Aha, that's it then. Well, at least this'll be a nice warm-up before the big show. Oh boy, we got enemy here whose name is Bowie. Young warrior, brash but dedicated. They're honestly not that strong, Lumao. Okay, so how do we avoid Bowie? Okay, I tried putting the A apps on high performance in Windows setting. I hope this shit works. Let's find out. We shall find out, won't we? Okay, so in this case, Eliana will get the kill here and the level up. HP, skill, defense, and rest. Okay, alright, reasonable. I'm actually surprised at the that my Falconites are rather good. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that my Falconites are very good defensively. Or at least the stats are good. Their defensive stats are good. Okay, let's heal up Lani. Let's heal up Lani. Tapos... Do you multi-stream? No, I don't. I'd like to try it someday, but right now I don't. Oh. Alright. Oh, it's a 2-shot. But I don't even need 2 shots. Celia has such a sky-high crit rate that all it takes is 1. All it takes is 1 crit. Oh, okay, gotcha. Maybe one day gagawin ko siya if I figure out how to do it. Kasi it would be super advantageous for me to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Especially considering YouTube. I will watch you on other platforms at the same time if you do. I'll try it. Kasi the one thing that I remember about YouTube is that I think it allows for much higher bit rates, so my streams don't look super scrunched. And that's great for editing. Maybe even for discoverability, we'll see. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I would like to try it. Ooh! Unfortunately, it's just yeah, they do. I use 6K on both. I use 6K on I'm using 6K on Twitch right now. Nice. Okay, that takes care of my flux problems. So now that the flux is broken, so now that my flux tome is broken, let's see. Yeah, I think this is better. Alright, there we go. We gotta kill off the iron axe. I do wish we could get, I do wish I could get like the D rank and axes already. Just so I can use hand axes. Alright, Beatrice, let's see what level you got. HP, skill, speed, and res. Okay, good. She's actually she's actually making a really good comeback because like her stats when I started off were kinda eh. No, she had good bases, then she had a bit of a lull when it comes to like her growths, but now she's reeling it back in. Can't help but be proud of that. Yeah, one day, I'll have to check how multi-streaming works because I am interested in trying that out. Oh, I should not have switched over to Seer. That's not cool. Oh, that's not cool either. Uh-oh. I might have pushed Lani a touch too far. And now she's just dinking everyone. I can send out the use of vertical seams if you want. Sige nga, yeah, please. I'd like, any bit of help I can get would be great. Wait, what? Why is my wrestling segment not randomizing? What the fuck? Oh, is it because my group commands are... Is it because group commands are disabled in Mix It Up? What the heck? Are my custom commands not working? What? Nah, it's supposed to work actually. That's so weird. I said it said it was a new segment. Ooh, wait. This can be your choose your own adventure. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a rewards. There's supposed to be like another one which says you get to choose, but like it should be for higher channel points. But you know what? Because my command's broken, sure, I'll give you the liberty. Yeah, think of a wrestling segment. I'll play it right after this map. I'll play it right after this chapter. Alright, we'll just let Sir Frosty handle that. Okay, I don't think they'll be able to catch me, so it should be fine. Damn! Girl hits hard. Okay. Okay. She did. Alright, neither these guys can touch Algemus, so in that sense, we are safe. And somehow the Killer Lance trick ends up working. Oh, I think Lonnie will be able to survive that. But I should have thought of that earlier. Okay, let's end. Oh shit. Ow. Okay, that hurts. But I think it'll be fine. God, I wish I had the money to get that Miku 5080. Dude, same. I mean, I wish I had money in general, pero money for the Money for the Miku 5080. God, I wish. Oh yes, money in general works too. Mike can move out for good. Hell yeah. Would be nice, no? Hey! So she moves up to a B rank at staffs now. Wait, na kanina yung Chesty. Oh, it's with Algemus. Whoopsie. Alright, guys, we're gonna have more enemies on our trail because they all decided to follow me. Yeah, I don't have to deal with toxic people. Yon! I support you for that. And I hope you get what you, I hope you're able to get what you want soon. I hope you are able to stop dealing with toxic people. Sana mapulga sila sa imong buhay. And stuff like that, you know. Alright, somehow Lani manages to survive that. Okay, I think it's time we open the chest. And we get a brave sword out of it. Yeah, but I have plans. I have plans this year, but I'm still working on the difficult part, the money. How am I still alive after 8 hours? Thank Misha's lemon coffee. Because somehow that thing has just carried me awake for like the entire time. Hashtag not sponsored. But Misha is goated though. Yeah, Misha, right? Yep. Hashtag not sponsored pero hashtag baka naman. I saw a lot of those when I was in SG. Yep. They're everywhere. Even here in the Philippines now, they're everywhere. And I actually really like that they're everywhere. Those things are cheap. It's a Hong Kong brand, by the way. I honestly thought it was full Chinese. Not gonna lie. I just realized that you are on 8 hours. Absolute mad lad. Talo pa Dota stakes ko. Dude, did you guys forget, like... Wait, why do you all sound like you're so impressed that I do this for 8 hours? Like, 8 hours used to be my standard. Because I couldn't stop. And I'm only playing this long because I wanted to finish at least one more chapter. But no, I'm actually fine. It's fine. Well, it is Chinese. Yep, pretty much. I think I have to step on the, I have to step on that particular tile, no? 8 hours is standard bacon time. Yeah, pretty much. Also, how long is this segment? Jesus fucking Christ, that's 9 minutes. Yeah, get a shorter one, please. Okay, you know what? Let's put Sir Fosky in there. And then for max effect, let's just put that. And then we will heal up Wayland. Oh boy, we're gonna be attacked on both sides. Or on both fronts and rears. So just gotta prepare for that, I guess. Alright, I think we should be safe here. Yeah, let's end. Yeah, they're all gonna go here. They didn't split their forces up. Oh wow! They didn't actually, the Swordmaster's not gonna move from there. Okay. Alright, go unlock the chest. Ah, now we got an angelic robe. Okay, that's definitely gonna be useful for somebody. Okay, you know what? It's time for me to actually do some cool stuff. It's time for me to attack. And no, like 8-hour streams are actually used to be my norm, and the only reason they aren't my norm now is just because, well, workload got higher. The workload got a bit more intense. But no, this is pretty much standard for me. Okay. I need to take out that Swordmaster quickly, so... HP Strength. Okay, well... I don't like that you're leveling only 2 stats, but... At least they're the important stats. And there you go. Out goes the Swordmaster. Yeah, I think I have to press both these buttons right here. And then I have to go all the way back here. Alright, for now, I think those guys... I think some of you... I think they can chill. Or we can just have like an 8-move unit here. I think let's put Cynthia in here na lang. Oh! Okay! Okay, Bowie's now coming back. So... Alright, so basically Bowie's lackeys are going here, but Bowie himself is actually headed up to Algemas' location. Alrighty then. Part of me just wants to leave this up to Wayland. Yeah, let's just leave it to Wayland. I think he should be able... Yeah, you know, I think he should be able to tank that sniper no problem, so I wouldn't really, like, put it past him. But just in the event. Alright, everybody else I think can just chill for now. We're gonna be chilling like villains here. Because those guys are gonna take a while to arrive. Actually, maybe we can just meet them. Beatrice, Fosky, and Nilda? Yeah. And then me. And then we and Rory can chill we can chill here. Yeah, he could have tanked that. Even if the crit occurred, he could have tanked that easily. And he's going to tank this too. There we go. HP and defense. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah. You're allowed to have that. It's okay to have that. Alright. Boom. And that means the main chamber is open. Hell yeah. Alright, so this is the guy we need to get. O'Brien. Honestly, not very oh wow, that's just pen. That's just a pen portrait, but older. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll be fine. So either we'll do a silver axe or tomahawk. So in this case... hang on a second... Wait. Oh right, short spear. And we'll wait here. I'll actually let him get Algemas. All right, there we go. Now we got a B support for Lani. Okay. All right, I think that'll be helpful. Okay, there we go. So these are the warriors of the mainland. Pathetic. Hardly an honorable conquest. Yeah, but you gotta hit me first. Before you talk about honorable conquest, maybe you should have the honor of, you know, actually trying to hit whatever it is you're fighting. Right. There we go. That takes care of him. I think he just needs like 3 more axe hits and he'll be fine. On my end here. Oh, he can double. Hell yes. Okay, assuming, I think Cynthia will survive even if the crit happens, so we'll just leave it like that. Ouch. Yeah, that's fine. And then with Kaliana. Okay. Alright. So okay, we'll let Algemus kill him. There we go. Oops! Guess even against some worms I should be more serious. Better get out of here before I get my head handed to me. Yeah, I think he kinda overestimated himself there. Kinda. Alright. I think those guys are gonna be fine there. Oh wait, support! We're ready for supports. We're ready for supports. And somehow we're ready to not die from that. Wow, Waylon's been dodging so much stuff. I love it. Alright. Let's see what our turn is next. Yeah, I think in this case, Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I want to see. So one last warrior. Ooh, I keep forgetting the support. I keep forgetting to trigger the support. Stinky. Alright, that's not good. That's very not good. Alright. I will free myself from these guys. Okay, I think they should be able to move. But for now, we'll just let them be. Oh, there we go. So now we've got an A support with Rorik. And the main characters of the show are finally here. So all we gotta do is face down O'Brien and the rest of the gang. Do they have bows? No, they only have the spear and the tomahawk. Alright, Waylon gets to join us as well. These guys will have to be left behind, sadly. But somehow, we're going to make it. Nice. I don't think any one of these guys has air caliber. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. Yeah, no, they don't have air caliber. They'll be fine. Thimble better though. Ow. Very not. That's not nice. And then I love that he just doesn't even bother dodging. No animations needed for this one. All right. Wait, I just gotta confirm. Okay, so I can use steel swords now. Which means that I might as well go for the killer lances. I've already gotten to the point where I can use steel swords, so I should probably move to steel swords. Okay, fine. You're allowed to have that one. Whatever. You've already had like really good growths previously. I'm not too pissed about that. If it does keep happening though, there's gonna be hell to pay. Damn! Alright. Let's see your next level. Come on. Strength and res. Okay. Well, at the very least, you're gonna have good strength. If you can just get your speed up to like 22 or 23, I think you'll be just fine. Although I probably should have given that to Eliana as well. Well, too late for that. Okay, all is piss. Oh, it's a Brave Tome! Actually, I didn't even notice it was a Brave Tome. Like, only when it said X4. And we even get, like, the really cool, we even get a crit out of it. Not that I need it! Boom. Alright, it's just him. Actually, I think I should be the one to take it. Dead. Very dead. Very, very dead. Okay, yep, no backups coming, so... Alright. Both of us can actually just use Fenrir on each other. He is dead? I hope he is. Okay, the thing that concerns me is that... Wait, what? What? 1 damage? Say it ain't so. All the distractions to occur. Be gone! This task is far too pressing for me to waste time on the likes of you. Oh, we missed. But dude, it's only 1 damage. It's just 1 damage. For whatever reason, and it's not even specifically said here, but Nagel Ring just cancels out magic. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not even sure what's going on here, but I like it. More for... as long as it benefits me, then really there are no downsides. Okay. So it cancels out light magic. Okay, got it. It cancels out light magic. Or rather, dark magic. It basically seals the damage of dark magic. So Waylon can pretty much frick off. Although then again, he could just kill him. Or I could just kill him. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it. There we go. Ugh, damn. But my work. Warlord, I will be taking your precious XP and hopefully we get a good level. Okay, it's a speed level. I'll take it. I will take it. It's a speed level. Although I do wish I could get a bit more skill, but I have a 35% speed growth. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay, I think we can pretty much end. Yeah, let's seize now. There really isn't anything else to do. I don't feel like we need to improve their staff ranks. Or maybe one tick. Nah, that's not gonna work. All right, let's seize. There we go. So now what? We've taken care of the goons, so now we've got to deal with this door. How are we supposed to get it open? There are no handles or anything. There was some sort of trick with that eye relic, wasn't there? Cynthia, you have any idea where that pedestal you were talking about is?
Not exactly, but if I were to venture a guess... Aha! There it is, behind the altar.
Good work. Now let's see how this goes. Looks like that did the trick. So let's get some grave robbing. You're literally just saying grave robbing to a woman who is very faithful to the Zentir faith, like it's nothing. I like how Ernst has zero social cues sometimes. You! And I thought the outside was fancy.
This is a tomb for the first emperor, after all. You men have worked side by side with a god, so it stands to reason his tomb was made to match.
So what are we looking for again? Weapons that old should be rusted away by now.
They should be, but not only has the tomb been maintained until now, the weapons were allegedly blessed by the divine. Whether or not that is true remains to be seen. For now, let's focus on finding them. Hey everyone, I think I found it all!
Who did? Oh, these certainly are top-notch. Can tell just by looking at them. Except for that book. Though I'm sure it would hurt you if you threw it at someone. So we've got a lance, a sword, and a book, huh? Cynthia, what are you doing?
Paying my respects and asking for forgiveness. I may fight for you now, but Zentir is still my homeland.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey Waylon, don't just grab it. Wow, this sword is something else. This build and balance fits like a glove in my hands. Very impressive work. Really now? Give me that... Ugh. Yolo's beard, you sure about that? This thing weighs a ton.
According to legends, these weapons are unable to be wielded by those deemed unfit by divinity. Perhaps this is what that meant?
Ain't that a big problem? What if we can't use that spear or the book?
Only Carwenan, that sword Waylon has, and the spear Rongomian were granted by Zentir. The magic is simply of the Emperor's design. It's dark magic. Quite the irony, wouldn't you say? Tragic if you think about it. Aris, do you think you could use this? I think I could, but you should take it. I know how important it might be to use this, but I can't bring myself to. Forgive me for my pettiness. Worry not. If you cannot, then I will myself, is all. A tome this powerful is too much of an asset to pass up.
And the last thing is this spear.
Even I've heard of it, Rongomian. Said to be unbreakable, it was made specifically to fight against Andras and his sorcerers.
The real question is, can anyone use it? Well, here goes nothing. Huh? It's light. Actually, it feels good to handle. Do we see if anyone else can use it?
For now, we should be prudent and assume only you can use it. We cannot dally here.
Right, we've got a horde to stop after all. Okay, guys, I think we've gotten the best weapons for Bacon, Algemus, and Waylon. I think we're good.
For now, we need to see if Adon has located Jorman. If not, then we must...
Wait, you hear something? Oh, he's still alive.
You should focus on the greater threat at hand.
Hey, that dark mage is still alive.
He looks like he's in no condition to fight. But a greater threat?
Yes, one far more pressing. than my master and kin.
What's this guy talking about? Someone more dangerous than Jormund? Sounds like a bunch of spit to me. He's probably just stalling us for time.
I cannot deny that, but I speak of the man who killed the Emperor. Do you not crave revenge?
We couldn't care less about that. You and your barbarian lot are a far more pressing matter.
Wait, you cannot be blind to the man who seeks to unlock the power of Andras the Mad.
Andras the who now?
I told you of him before, General. He was a terrible and powerful mage, and someone hoping to unlock his power is nothing but dribble. This is a waste of our time. Let us be off.
Wait, that man, Roswell, has unlocked the secrets to magic itself. He seeks to become a god.
Roswell? God's teeth! Of course he's up to something.
So you know of him? Then perhaps there is a silver lining here.
Blast, he's dead. Damn it all! If it had been anyone else, we could have just ignored this. But if Roswell really is involved, we've seen firsthand what that guy's capable of. And the fact that he could suddenly use dark magic? That ain't normal. Even if we knew where he was, if we rush after him, we risk getting surrounded. It's not like those pirates are gonna let us roam around freely. Not to mention, we just have this guy's word to go on.
Becoming a god? What nonsense! Assuming he was telling the truth, I cannot see why allowing Roswell to do as he pleases would be a good thing. Assuming. And assuming that isn't the case, were we to jaunt off to stop him, these barbarians would further encroach over the land. I cannot see the good in us chasing this hearsay as truth.
Aye, as much as my gut agrees with it, we can't trust the guy. He even admitted he was stalling. And we've all thought the same thing. No change in objective. Let's stop these pirates first and foremost. Hey! Alright, we can finally store the Brave Lands for someone else. The Carwenan goes to Wayland. And the Pridewind goes to me. Finally, it uses the NVIDIA codec. Oh, you figured it out. What happened? What happened? Do tell. Let me try rendering with a longer video. Yon! Glad you got it fixed. And with their surrender, we're in control over the whole of the Zentirum's coast. Only minor looting has taken place in the surrendered towns, and the perpetrators have been punished or executed per your orders, boss. What of the Bervinnian army stationed in the city? We let him walk, boss. Gave up the city without a fight. If we let him, so we did. Excellent. Now is not the time for unnecessary fighting. On the matter of looting, spread the word once more. All those surrendering to us are under my protection. To attack them is to attack me. Consequences will be as severe. Aye, boss. Will do. Now, what is the matter with these ships mentioned on this missive? Ah, right. A couple days ago, we spotted ships of ours unloading on the beach. Problem was, it wasn't our boys. Wasn't Zentir or Bervinnia either. We tailed them till they split off, we lost one of the groups, and the other was heading towards O'Brien and Bowie. Instead of following them, we started laying siege to that last garrison the Salas planned. Good. We need that taken care of as soon as possible. And if Bowie fails to stop these unknown forces, then he will take care of it. Oh, that mainlander you've taken a liking to? Aye, he's a tough one, and Bol is with him. I don't see anything stopping them. I certainly hope so. We must succeed and stop the uncertainty before he ruins all we have worked towards for our future. I wonder what future that is. Oh my god, it works properly now. Yeah! Alright. Good on you, man. Good on you. Awesome. Alright, we have just finished chapter 22, Heirlooms of Divinity.